All right, so this is going to be a maintenance video on this gun. So this is going to be something that you're going to want to do somewhat periodically. So just kind of your everyday kind of general maintenance, nothing like a deep clean or anything of that sort. But this is just something you're going to want to do every so often, just to make sure that the gun's not going to like have any issues or anything like that during the game day or that sort of thing. So first thing we're gonna remove the top from the gun. So you're gonna cock it, and then you're going to pull the top off. All right, and this gun is already well lubed and everything, but I'm gonna show you what to do. You're gonna grab your airsoft lube or silicone oil. It's got to be 100% silicone oil. Don't use anything. Don't use WD-40. That is absolutely terrible for your gun. But we're gonna be using this Angel Custom thin type lube, and basically I want to go over kind of the target areas you want to go for. So the most important spot is inside of the nozzle. It's the little piston head inside there. So to get to that, you're going to want to grab on to the little square hole, and then you pull open, and you can see there's a rubber piece in here. That's the place that you want to get lubed, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it open. It kind of a, was it like finger gymnastics type of thing or whatever, but you can do it. And you want a bit of oil inside there. I'm not going to put as much as I normally do because I already got a whole bunch in there, but basically you put a few drops in there onto the rubber directly, and then you're also going to put some drops just in the back here in this general area as well. And after you do that, you're going to take the gun and you're going to rack it a whole bunch of times just to get that kind of mixed around inside of the nozzle around the rubber piece. So that's about what I do, and that works. That gets it rubbed around quite enough. And next place, you're going to go the outside of the nozzle. So we put it kind of on the side and on top, and then again you're going to do the same sort of racking thing. I kind of rub it with my finger just a hair a bit, and then you rack it a whole bunch, and that's going to get the oil kind of around the whole nozzle. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be good. And now we're going to remove the bolt from the gun, because we need to clean a little bit on the inside where I can't really get to from here. All right, so I got my trusty 2mm wrench. I got a new kit for my Allen wrenches, but we're gonna unscrew these up here, and these are the only screws we need to undo, are these two, and they are just 2mm hex keys, so fairly common sort of tool to have around if you're into like airsoft tech work or just kind of general stuff like computer stuff or whatever. So remove this guy and take this out. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put oil all along the rails. Okay, so these the part that's kind of jutting out, that's where we want to get oil at. So we're going to go on here, we're going to put a bit, and we're going to smear it around with our finger. So we're going to grab our finger and going to kind of smear it around. We want to get oil everywhere pretty much. That's going to be good there. And then same thing on the other side. And then again, you want to just use your finger and smear it around as much as you can. I always like to get just a little bit on top just to help it out a little bit, but it's not important to have it anywhere except for on the rails. Right, and we're good there. And now we're going to do the bottom. I'll just leave it out of the gun because it'll be easier to do when it's out of the gun. You're going to get some drops on any of the flat parts of metal on the bottom here, okay? So I kind of go up here, down here, and then in the back a little bit. And then I use my finger again, and I kind of just spread it around. And I get it all spread around all good. All right, and there we go. And that's pretty much all you have to do for the bolt here. So we're going to put it back into the gun. So it just goes back in, straight in, and then we can drop the iron sight back on the back. All right, there we go. There we go. Right. And then now we can go to the bottom. So the bottom half, you want to get the only place you need is on the flat parts in the back here where the hammer is. So we're going to do that. And then again, we're going to smear it down with our finger. All right, here we go. We're going to put it back on the gun. Well, actually, before I put it back on the gun, I will show you guys one thing you need to look out for whenever you take apart the gun. So basically, whenever you have it apart, you need to check here in the back on the hammer. So there's this silver piece that you might be able to tell on the camera that's sticking up right here, right at the end of my fingernail. That silver piece is the easiest part to break, so you want to always check, make sure that there's not a crack or it's not missing. And that's what holds in the heart-shaped piece you see here. All right. So make sure that's not broken. That's the easiest part to break on these guns. But we're going to put it back on the bottom, close it up, rack it, shoot it, make sure everything's all good. I like to hold down the trigger, rack it, let go, and fire. Make sure that works, because that's how it's going to be while you're actually shooting the gun. You're going to be depressing it and pressing it again. But that is it for me today. I hope that was helpful for you if you were needing some help maintaining your Action Army AAP-01 pistol. And this same sort of thing works for most airsoft pistols. It obviously can be different with like a slide or whatever, but it's the same principle idea. If you want any other videos on this type of gun, like upgrades and that sort of thing, I have a large list of them on my channel. You can go check out if you want to look at upgrades and that sort of thing. But that's it for me today. So have a nice day.
Back road dealer, 100 different ways to ride. If you'd have seen what I seen, done what I done, you'd be looking for